You're watching NCTV. Hello, and welcome to the spooky episode of NCTV. I'm Cole Cooper.
And I'm Hunter Bullard. Welcome to the broadcast. First up is a creepy Halloween montage.
That was an interesting montage.
And I have an interesting question for our viewers. This woman who was born on Halloween founded the Girl Scouts. Who is she? Leave your answer in the question in the chat below to win your prize.
Man, those choir students are really talented.
I wish I could sing like that. Do you have any Halloween traditions? If so, you might have something in common with the people in our next story. It's October at NC, which means several things. Fall foliage, the leaves coming to the ground, Halloween, and superstitions. We took to the classrooms of NC to ask you, students and staff, what your opinions are on this time of year.
My family celebrates Halloween by, usually we take our littlest trick-or-treating. I'll just go out and do like my own thing with my friends and go to haunted houses, I guess.
My family celebrates Halloween by just giving out candy to trick-or-treaters as they come, and sometimes they dress up. My favorite aspect of Halloween is seeing all the little kids dressed up in costumes and just like the dressing up part, probably.
My cousins, everyone in our family will go to my grandma's house, and we throw a little party before we go out trick-or-treating, and we'll have a little photo show for our costumes.
My family celebrates Halloween by decorating our house. We also dress up our cats a little bit. My mom got them cowboy hats. Very cute.
You get an opportunity to sort of be something that you can't in a normal life, and I like the idea that you can decide whatever it is you want to do.
This is Hunter Bullard for NCTV, signing off.
I didn't know Halloween had so many traditions.
By far, one of my favorite traditions about Halloween is the creepy music, and these teachers agree. We now bring you to a live dance to Thriller.
Wow. Great job, guys. Way to get into the Halloween spirit.
And speaking of the Halloween spirit, the first person to answer this trivia question will win a Boo to Full bag stuffed with candy.
Our last trivia question for today is, who wrote the novel Frankenstein?
And now, to some more spooky music. Space Chords, presented by the NC Band.
Those were some crazy songs, but not as crazy as these pumpkin patches outside of the school.
Our next story takes us to the First Christian Church to celebrate the one vegetable everyone enjoys.
Hi, I'm Gavin from NCTV, and I'm on the hunt for some pumpkins. Why don't you come with me to this church to learn more about pumpkins?
My name is Cynthia McBride. How much do the pumpkins cost? It depends on the size. We have little tiny ones that are like 75 cents or 2 for $1. The larger pumpkins, it just depends on how big they are. There's a marked tape measure that you actually measure the pumpkin and it'll tell you the price. Our biggest pumpkin this year was $60. It was huge. You can get a good size carving pumpkin for $5, $8, that kind of thing. Anytime when it's not snowy, today is a little cold. The patch is open from 4 to 7 p.m. on weekdays, 10 to 7 on Saturday, and noon to 7 on Sunday. We had an entire semi-truck full. The money supports the Boy Scout Troop 13 here at First Christian Church, the youth ministries of the church, and First Christian Church preschool. In addition to that, every year the church gives more than half of our proceeds back to a social service agency in the community. This year we're supporting the Olivia Caldwell Foundation. They do pediatric cancer research. We have a pig farmer who comes and gets them and feeds them to his livestock. We do that every year. Some of the women of the church will come, especially if there are any pumpkins that are damaged when they come off the truck. The ladies cook up the pumpkin and we make pumpkin pies and sell those in the patch.
Pumpkin pie sounds really good right now. Thank you for watching. Again, I was Gavin from NCTV, and have a good day.
I should go get a pumpkin myself.
Those are some great pumpkins. And after, you should head down to the road and grab a slice at Rocca's.
Rocca's is a pizzeria located just down the street from NC. They got old-timey ovens and expensive food.
The ovens are imported from Naples, Italy. They are made and crafted there from the stone from Mount Vesuvius. The ash is compressed ash so that the ovens will always be the same heat. Our ovens cook at like 900 to 1,000 degrees, so that's pretty much why, is because everything in there is just made perfect. The ovens' names that are on them in the tiles, they are the building owners. So Giovanni is gonna be Art's family. And then Arturo is going to be Art's family. He is always around here and he's always fun to talk to. Food's really expensive because we are VPN certified, which means that we get all of our stuff from Italy to make sure that we are verified to make pizza the way that we do, so that people know that we are true Neapolitan pizza. All of the same ovens in every single Rocca's. We order from this company mainly because they're out of Naples, Italy, and we know that they're going to make sure that our pizzas are coming out right, cooking right, and making sure that they're always in like 10 or above. Like 10 out of 10.
This is Dakota Fredberger from NCTV, signing out.
I do love me some pizza.
Better hold on to that slice, Cole, because this next story is going to blow you away. Could NCHS be haunted? These ghost hunters sought to find out.
With Halloween tomorrow, what's more creepy than the paranormal activity?
Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't know if I would say I believe in the traditional sense of ghosts where people die and they come back. I'm more of along the lines of parallel dimensions and residual hauntings. It's never been a struggle for me to believe that there's something out there that I don't understand, that science hasn't explained yet. It's just always been part of who I am. Places in Casper I have explored. The big ones, Elks Club is huge. Wonder Bar, or now it's C85. The Ivy and Bed Breakfast, that's near NC, just across the street. Fort Casper has got a ton of activity, and they have tours out there every year. Okay, best experience ghost hunting would have been in one of the buildings across from NC. And at the time it was a business, and we were told just random things like footsteps being heard and clocks running weird and just little mechanical and electrical things. During the investigation, we all ended up downstairs, and prior to that we felt like we had been chasing something down there. While I was sitting there, I looked across the other window, or the other room, and I saw something black out the light that was coming in from the window outside. And not only did it happen at that window, it happened at the second window. And what was even more interesting is after that, probably about an hour after that interaction, we had one of our investigators complain of burning on the back of her back. And when we lifted up her shirt, she had scratch marks down the middle of her back. I have never been privy to an actual exorcism. There have been 2 cases we've been on where our psychic intuitives have said there's something darker here. It's easier for me, I think, to go into those situations a little bit level-headed, say, okay, what can we do to fix this, to solve this? And if that requires reaching out to a priest or somebody, religious that person might benefit from talking to, then we do it. So do I feel the presence of ghosts? Sometimes I think I do. Sometimes I think I'm crazy. And then I can change my mindset and say, okay, objectively, what am I looking at here? I can tell you that all of us that have investigated for years now start to develop more and more feelings with each investigation we go on. When we do investigations, what I like to do is research the property before we go investigate. And then we see if anything kind of comes back to what we pulled out of the research. Can there be anything at NC? I would say absolutely, because they say that with remodeling and that sort of thing, that tends to bring up the activity, because whatever it is that's being demolished or built is interacting or interfering with whatever that other dimension or, ghost is dealing with at the time. I can tell you that the story of the girl falling through the window, and we were able to debunk that. So this is our equipment that we take on every investigation for the most part. In this one we've got handheld video recorders that we just carry with us to document the investigation from our own point of view. We also have a weather meter, just some extra flashlights because you can never have too many flashlights. And we've got our laser grid, and this one's kind of a fun tool. It puts up a lot of fun patterns. This bin is probably our most favorite. We've got our EMF detectors. These ones are K2 meters, so you just got a set of bulbs that light up. We also have our UV camera. Then we've of course got our audio recorders, and these are where our best evidence has come from. And then of course we just got like fun little baby monitors. Then we've got cable, because you can never have too much cable either. This is the DVR system. A lot of my team members, they believe that orbs are paranormal. I believe they are not. There are so many other things that it could be: dust, bugs, a variety of different things. And fun upcoming thing that I've got going on, spring semester at Casper College. I'm teaching Intro to Ghost Hunting 101. So if anybody's interested in learning a little bit more about the history of ghost hunting, famous ghost stories and that sort of thing, the class hopefully should be open for enrollment in the next couple weeks.
I'm Jessica. And I'm Morgan. And this is Jimmy. And we're reporting from NCTV.
Oh boy, that gave me quite the spook.
Maybe you should head down to Crescent Moon to grab some coffee and calm your nerves.
Wait, Crescent Moon story.
Crescent Moon Cafe is a new coffee shop that just opened up downtown. They are open on Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. and on Friday and Saturday are open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Here are some suggestions from the woman who runs the store, Mackenzie Rothfuss.
The Blueberry Buddha is the most popular pick. It is a green tea frappuccino with blueberry syrup. We had a sweet cream cold brew, which is also a big hit because it's cold brew and condensed milk with vanilla or coconut syrup. And then for hot drinks, it's a honey lavender right now, which is just honey and lavender latte, and it is amazing.
They're located at 114 West 2nd Street next to JS Chinese Restaurant. Head down to Crescent Moon today! This has been Cole Cooper reporting for NCTV from Crescent Moon Cafe.
I checked.
Oh, I love their coffee down there. It really makes me feel relaxed.
Maybe you're feeling up for a walk in the cemetery then. The Casper Theater Company is hosting a historical cemetery tour.
Are you looking for a spooktacular good time? The Casper Theater Company offers a historic cemetery tour worth checking out.
The cemetery tour is hosted by Casper Theater Company. The cemetery tour is part of the theater's historical downtown tour. This is our annual fundraiser. We have done a lot of research on some of the notable people that are buried here. It's basically just a historical telling their stories of what they did for Casper. We've got our actor for Stephen Kelly Walsh. We have B.B. Brooks. We have Clementina Nicolason, Bernadine Reed. Those are just a few that we mention or speak with. Go on to our website, which is caspertheatercompany.net, and the phone numbers are listed there. They can call and reserve tickets, or they can just go to Charlie T's Pizzeria downtown on 2nd Street and purchase the tickets there. We have two on October 27th and 28th. Both of them start at 7:30. $25 per person. The tour takes about an hour and a half. We will offer additional nights if we get groups large enough.
This is Hunter Bullard from NCTV signing off.
Our trivia winner was Byron Hernandez. I
won! Well, that's all for this time. Thank you for tuning in to our special Halloween episode. I'm Hunter Bullard.
And I'm Cole Cooper. And thank you for tuning in.
See you next time.
According to Luke Richardson, we need to change the culture of this topic and make it okay to speak about mental health and suicide.